bus driver in a traffic.
I'm so happy you all came out to see me. So, my name is Michaela Montgomery. A lot of you guys know me as the girl from Chick-fil-A, but I am so much more than that. Not only do I serve as the CEO of Conserve the Culture, I am also the state director for Blexit down here in Georgia. I'm a Fulton County coordinator for America First Works, and I'm also launching a podcast on the Patriots Prayer Network, so put some respect on my name.
Okay, all right, put some respect on it. Okay.
Now, why don't we jump right into it? See, as a young single mother, I can tell y'all that rent is too damn high. I can tell you that as a young black voter, groceries are too damn high. And as an American citizen, period, seniors like my parents should never have to choose between medicine or food. It should never be the quality of life versus the quantity of life. And I don't want to hear, oh, but we capped the price of insulin and lowered the price of all these medicines. Yeah, but you raised the price of everything else, so it's about time to start telling the truth to Americans and let them know exactly what they're signing up for if they want to vote for Kamala Harris.
True. Facts.
We need to vote based on facts and not feelings. See, under Harris and Biden, the average Georgia household is losing $1,060 per month, and inflation is at 21.4%. And due to the war on energy, average gas prices have reached record highs for the state. We also did a poll, and 80% of us Black Americans are not happy with the current state of the economy, so I'm going to need 80% of y'all to vote accordingly in November.
That's right. Vote accordingly in November. Welcome back, Warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. Today, we've got some Michaela Montgomery. She is giving a powerful speech at the Trump rally that was here in Atlanta over the weekend. Before we get further into it, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Now, let's get back into it.
They love me. They love me. They really love me.
Easy.
The left wants you to get in your feelings about things that have been said, but I want you guys to pay attention to what has been done.
Amen.
They don't want to talk policy. They just want to use propaganda to steal your vote. The left is trying to tout this woman as a savior for the Black community, but all she's done is hurt the Black community since she came into the game.
That's right. That's right. Preach, sister.
See, the first step in destroying the Black community is to dismantle the Black family. So aside from her record as a prosecutor, why don't we ask Mrs. Willie Brown if Kamala Harris cares about Black families?
Whoa. Whoa. Wait a minute. Let's ask Mrs. Willie Brown, how does Kamala Harris feel about Black families? Yes, because she was disrupting Black families as a prosecutor and in her personal life. Facts.
I wonder if Mrs. Willie Brown, a Black woman, is also with her. A few days ago, President Trump said he didn't know Vice President Harris was a Black woman. I'm trying to figure out what all the outrage is about because she's only Black when it's time to get elected. Did I lie? The same Black people who are mad at Trump for being confused about her race, ethnicity, nationality, whatever, are seemingly forgetting that while you're touting her as a savior for Black people, she identifies as an Asian woman. She chose her side and it wasn't ours. When asked if she would ever do anything specifically for Black people, she said no.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit Black people.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people.
Whereas Trump gave us the Platinum Plan, which specifically uplifted the Black community by increasing capital by almost $500 billion, creating 500,000 new Black businesses, and would give Black churches the ability to fight for federal resources for their communities.
That's right. Good man.
And why are we acting like strong borders aren't a thing literally everywhere else in the world? Since when has being patriotic been a crime? See, a few weeks ago at the debate, Trump mentioned black jobs, and a lot of people got in an uproar as if they didn't know what he meant. Well, we go to the polls and cast our black vote. We go to the stores and spend our black dollar. We live in our black community, but for whatever reason, we draw the line at a black job. Oh, but wait, because if you're wondering what a black job is, please, I encourage you all to drive through Atlanta at all these beautiful black-owned businesses and check and see who works there. Probably a black person working for a black entrepreneur, recycling the black dollar, creating black generational wealth. If they come here illegally and they're taking your jobs and your resources, then please believe my cousins in the Appalachians, they coming for you too. And y'all know Kamala Harris has yet to say Laken Riley's name. As borders are, she opened the border to millions of illegal immigrants that have flooded American streets with deadly drugs and gangs that have spiked overdoses by over 124% and brought more crime into minority communities. So how's that for black folks? But let's take race out of it. Just as a woman, period. How can you be a champion for women's rights when you're taking away opportunities from biological women and giving them to transgendered ones?
You're a mess.
Oh, wait, y'all, because I wasn't done. See, how can you promote equity for women and you're allowing men to play in women's sports?
Make that make sense.
And what kind of feminist would still allow men to enter their sacred spaces, i.e. our bathrooms and school locker rooms?
Let's see it.
Do I even need to mention the opening ceremony at the Olympics?
Religious freedom law, they're trying to mock Christianity.
Or the fact that Angela Carini was forced to fight a man and told us that she's never been punched so hard in her life. We cannot allow dangerous liberals who think things like this are okay into the White House, because my daughter will not be fighting a man at her wrestling match.
Amen. But speak it, sister. Gotta draw the line somewhere. And I just want to point out that on the internet, they've got this Amani Khalif as a woman, saying she's got some kind of deformity where she has a Y chromosome. That was the one that is really a man, but they're trying to make it out to be a female, saying he has a Y chromosome. Of course, he has a Y chromosome. It's a man.
And what I think both men and women can agree on is that national security is important. So who would y'all rather see lead us into war if it were so to happen? My silk-pressed sister Kamala or the big dog Donald Trump?
Big dog.
And lastly, I could not get up here without mentioning my farmers, the backbone of this country. And aside from the Biden-Harris administration hurting you guys in ways we can't even comprehend by the rising cost of everything, Black farmers suffered even more due to the delays associated with the Inflation Reduction Act signed in 2022. Now, don't let the Biden-Harris administration fool you, because they waited until the 9th hour to sign off on disbursements as a last-minute attempt to garner support. But why would they hurt the agricultural industry? Probably because they're looking forward to making more money in the pharmaceutical one. And speaking of pharmaceuticals, because I promise I'm gonna wrap this up, when they bring up abortion and they talk about protecting your medical freedoms, don't be afraid to mention it. The Biden-Harris administration forced Americans to take an experimental vaccine and took away their jobs, their livelihoods, and their freedoms if they refused. Trump gave us a choice and Biden gave us a mandate. Hey, y'all, because I'm about to kill him with this one. So the next time the left wants to tell you that, hey, abortion is a right and you need to protect your medical freedoms, Remember that they took those freedoms away from men and women the second they got in office, and there's nothing stopping them from doing it again. Clock it. So lastly, again, I'm going to encourage you all to vote based on the facts and not feelings. Oh, he made me feel so bad when he said that. Okay, but they hurt your families when they sent all your tax dollars overseas. Oh, it hurts my feelings when he acts like that. Okay, but it hurts all of us when you see an administration failing their country that they were elected to represent. In which case, I'm going to leave y'all with, hey, mama, daddy, I made it.
Oh, yes, that was Michaela Montgomery. And yes, she gave a speech and she put it down. She talked about she talked about Willie Brown, Mrs. Willie Brown, how she feels about Black families. Kamala rather is her name. She hasn't done anything for anybody. They already said we're not doing anything for specifically for Black people. And you know that's why a lot of Black people vote for people with some Black in them, right? That's what we do. We do identity politics. And they flat out said they weren't going to do anything. And they've actually done things to hurt people. Look at Kamala Harris's record as a prosecutor in California. She extended the sentences of Black people, Black men, even framed some so that she could brag about how many people she locked up and used them for cheap labor. She used them for cheap labor, which sounds like, well, it is slavery. Oh, the Democrats are the party of slavery and always has been. Yes, but I want to also show you all this. Donald Trump had to give his thanks to Miss Michaela Montgomery.
Come on. This young woman, I walked into, I don't know what the hell restaurant it was, but I walked into this restaurant. And we do it very quietly. We don't announce it. That's for, security reasons, everything. I walked in. She's behind the counter, and she didn't know I was coming. And she goes, "It's President Trump." She looks at me. "It's President Trump."
So I don't care what the media tells you, Mr. Trump. We support you.
We love you.
Okay, 4 p.m. We've been 4 p.m.
Come here, let me give you a hug.
Please do.
"You saved my college." And I said, "How the hell do you know that?" She said, "This one is so smart, so sharp." She grabbed me. She gave me a kiss. I said, "I think I'm never going back home to the First Lady."
You were supposed to keep that quiet.
See, now, for the average politician, that's death. For me, I don't care. I just want to tell you, you are an unbelievable person with a great personality. You lit up the whole room. You lit up the whole room. I said, weeks later, I'd go, "Who is that person that was so incredible?" She knew everything about me. She had no idea I was coming. She knew everything about me. And the historically Black colleges and universities, I gave millions and millions, billions of dollars to. They kept coming back. And I said, "Why are you doing this?" And we gave them long-term funding. And she knew that because she said her college, she loved her college. She said it was so great, right? You loved it.
The illustrious CAU.
Yeah, that's right. She loved her college, and she said, "You saved my college." What was your college? Tell them.
The illustrious Clark Atlanta University.
And it was so impressive, and I felt so good because she really did. She really said, I said, "Did you like the college?" She said, "No, I loved that school. I loved that college." And that's what it's all about. But you are an incredible person. I think you have a tremendous future. I really do. And I'll do whatever I can to help you. Okay? Thank you, Dan. Thank you very much. Great job. You want to say something else?
Man, I thought I was done. But I do want to add on to some of the remarks that were made by others, and we do need to do our best to get the message out there. The fight is nothing if all we do is talk about it amongst ourselves. So with that being said, since you said you'd help me, shameless plug, if y'all need anybody to knock doors, make phone calls, wave signs, get people out to the polls, call me at Conserve the Culture. Because not only do I mobilize the HBCU students so that they may get this message, but I'm the best person when it comes to Black engagement in the Black community. And nobody needs this message more than my folks. So do y'all care for real? for real. ConserveTheCulture.com for any and all inquiries. Y'all can follow me at Miss Kayla, baby. I'm going to give it back to Big T. Last thing, make sure you guys tune in to my podcast dropping soon on the Patriots Prayer Network. Thank you all.
She's great. Thank you.
And see, what they won't do on the major networks is promote this. They won't show that because they want to promote Donald Trump as a racist. He's clearly not. And she dropped some truth bombs, facts over feelings. Are we going to look at how somebody's tweets made you feel some type of way? Are we going to look at policy that actually affects our lives? And see, the demon rats, along with the mainstream the propaganda media, they really want us to focus on things that don't even matter. Does it matter? You know, and Donald Trump, it may sound rough, but it's always the truth. And if you think PolitiFact and Fact Check and Snopes is going to tell you the truth, then you are lying. They're demon rat funded. Yes, so they have to put out information that is false. If you don't think the evil powers that be have got this thing all wrapped up, tied up, and sewn up, they absolutely do, because they're trying to make themselves look like the good guys, while the ones that are MAGA Republicans, and I put a distinction between MAGA and Rhino, the MAGA Republicans are the good guys, but those are the ones that they target as the bad ones, and that could not be further from the truth. So that was Miss Michaela Montgomery. A lot of Black women were speaking up and speaking out. People are speaking truth. No more lies from the propaganda media trying to make Trump look like something that he is not. We want someone that is for the American people. Religious freedom, school choice, parental authority over our children, the right thing, prayer back in schools. Men will not be in women's sports. This is just common sense stuff. But on the other side, you're going to get communism and dictatorship. They want to call Donald Trump a dictator when they're the actual dictators. And we got to be mindful that whatever the propaganda media puts out, it is the opposite of truth. So if they are for someone and propping them up as a good person, like they are Kamala Harris, then you know she's the wrong person. That's how I know. That's my gauge to determine who I should go for and who I should not go for. And I've already told you all that. It's just a fact. The mainstream media, the propaganda, oh, it's real. They don't want us to be focused on the actual facts and the actual issues. It's all a smokescreen. And they want to put out lie after lie after lie. And then my question would be, what exactly did Donald Trump lie about? Be specific and make sure it's actual facts and not your feelings. She mentioned facts over feelings, but all those clefty leftists don't like facts. They only focus on their feelings. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I am on my way to 50,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Now you can also follow me on social media, X, TikTok, and Instagram as ChatWithMeLindaB. All the information is in the description. Also, you can follow me on Rumble, ChatWithMeLindaB. But on Rumble, you have to type it in as one word. And also, you can email me at chatwithmelindab@gmail.com. Also, don't forget to look up the information in the description about Child Light Candles and C60 EVO and input those discount codes. You all be blessed. Love God, your families, these United States of America. And as I always say, march on, warriors.